What's up guys? Today we're going to be backtesting a very simple Bollinger Band trading strategy, and I'm going to show you the ending results so that hopefully if you're interested in a style similar to this, you can go test and see if this is a strategy that might fit your style. Now what we're going to be doing here is we're going to be focusing specifically on the pound against the Japanese yen. And we're going to start right here. This is basically a random selection point. And what I'm going to show you is the strategy is very, very simple. We are just going to be looking for Bollinger Band breakouts, and we're going to be testing the results of this style. So what we're going to basically be doing is we are going to be looking to go long on a break and close outside of a Bollinger Band. We are using the standard Bollinger Band on a 1 hour chart using the pound against the Japanese yen. And I'm going to record myself basically testing this concept that I got from a conversation I had with an individual on a podcast recently, Mr. Tom Basso. This is a little bit inspired. We're just testing a simple concept around this idea of Bollinger Band breakouts. Okay, so how does the strategy work? Well, when we get a close and break outside of the Bollinger Band, we are going to buy if it's above and sell if it closes below. Now the stop loss placement will be right at the moving average. And we're not going to move this as the trade goes along. That may be something we test again in the future. But what we are going to do is we're going to be looking for a 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio, meaning that if we risked $100, which is what we're going to do in our test here, we are testing to see if we would consistently be able to make $200. So that is the idea, and this would be our very first trade. So we'll go ahead and hit run on this and see how this trade would have played out and see if this one would have been a profitable trade. And then we'll go ahead and maybe enter a time lapse. Okay, so this first one was profitable. So we can actually go over to our results page, and I'm just gonna put $200. The idea here is we are risking 1% of our $10,000 theoretical backtesting account, and we're risking $100 per trade. So in this case, we hit take profit, which resulted in a $200 profit on our $10,000 account. You'll be able to see the results as I go along here. Let's do another one manually, and then at some point we'll enter a time lapse and give you guys just the chance to sit back and watch the trades play out. Okay, so in this case, we did get an entry, again, based on our entry requirements. We had a breakout outside of the Bollinger Band right here. Our stop loss would then go right here at the moving average, and again, we are going for 2-to-1, which it seems like we are getting a nice start here. Now, again, if you only looked at these two particular examples, you would say, wow, this strategy looks magical. But we're going to put a lot of data behind us here, and we're going to see how this trade plays out in the end. Okay, so this one also played out profitably, so we can go ahead and put $200, bringing our account balance up to $10,400, which is a great start. Let's go ahead and do one more, and then we will start to speed this up and maybe give you guys some music to listen to. Okay, so we're consolidating here, and it looks like we did, in fact, did we get a breakout of the consolidation? Yes, we did. So the breakout there, so we would be long on this particular candle, and stop loss there. Take profit at a 2-to-1 risk to reward. Let's see if we can mark that up just so we can see it. There it is, just about. And we'll go ahead and let this one run. So no results just yet. And there it is, our first loss of the trading strategy. And it looks like we're also getting ourselves into our first sell as well. So again, same concept for sells. What we can see here is this idea here on a close. Actually, let's see where this candle closes. So this was our close. So this very quickly looks like it went into profit. So there's the open of the next bar. We put our stop loss at here, and we're looking for, again, a 2-to-1. So here's your 2-to-1, and we hit it on the very first candle. So that's great. Going in for our $200 profit, which brings us up a little bit on the equity chart there. So we're sitting at $10,500 after 4 trades. Now let's go ahead and speed this video up for you guys and continue to watch me as I basically place these trades. Feel free to slow down the video if you need to, but maybe right now we'll enter into our speed up mode. All right, guys, so the results are in. Let's take a look over here. I'll full screen this so we can get a good view of this real quick. Okay, so here we are. This is basically the results that I came up with here from the results or from the trades that I took here. Let me go ahead and change this just so we can see the results just a little bit better. Let's make this 12,000 just so we can see the upper limits. There we go. Okay, so here's the thing. I want a couple disclaimers here before I jump into the final results. Number one, this is actually not a lot of data. So you guys just watch me take a total of 32 trades here on the pound against the Japanese yen with a 43%, 44% roughly, win rate and a total profit of $1,000 from the trades that we took here. Again, reminder, we were risking $100 here to potentially make $200 when correct. Now, there's a few disclaimers that I have to say. Number one, this is actually a very, very small sample size. But I hope that through this video, you're getting an idea of how you can go test your concepts using a similar spreadsheet like the one that you see here. So again, 43.75% win rate from based on the numbers that we have, this is actually really good, especially considering we almost went 50-50, but our winners were actually much larger than our losers. Finally, we also, another thing I should clarify is that this does not include trading costs. If your brokerage charges commissions or swaps, these are things that you would need to take into account when taking trades because of course that will cut into the account balance along the ways. Another thing that I thought was very peculiar when doing my study here is that notice we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 trades in a row. That's $700 worth of losses at one point in the trading strategy. Now, I don't know about you, but a lot of new traders, especially, myself when I was new included, this would freak me out. This would tell me, oh my gosh, this strategy is not working. Every time I place a trade, I'm losing money. And as you can probably imagine, that is very intimidating for a lot of new traders out there. In fact, if you test enough concepts, you guys, what you'll notice is that this sort of thing happens to all trading strategies, especially ones where you're going for more than you're risking. If you're doing that, you inevitably give up a super high win rate and you take on a bit of losing streaks. They're just part of the game when it comes to trading. Now, taking a look at the equity chart or the account balance chart that we created here, what you'll notice is that there were these periods where basically we broke even on the market, and then there were some times where we had some log stretches of losers, like these two scenarios, that $700 drawdown being the one that was the worst. But then there's these short bursts where we catch these really incredible trades that made the overall profit. In fact, if we took out this winning section, we probably would have broke even or even lost money on this trading strategy. But the idea with anything where you're risking small to make more, you're going to take on, like I said, a lower win rate, but the winners can really outweigh the losers, and that's exactly what we've done here. Again, the basics of this idea was we were waiting for a breakout signal, we were taking the buy and then taking the sell when it was in a breakout to the downside, and looking to capitalize on those moves with a smaller risk relative to a bigger reward. I don't know. What do you guys think about this trading strategy? Comment down below if you think that there's something that we could add to it to perhaps test in a future video that maybe improves the results. And again, maybe there's some other assets that you could try trading this on. I would highly recommend you do your own testing on whatever trading strategies you're employing. And I hope that this offers a good example or guide on how you should be back testing your strategies prior to putting real money on the line in the Forex market. Thank you for watching today's video. Smash that thumbs up button and subscribe if you're new, and we'll see you next time. Looks like it's time for your next trading video. Check out the videos here and here for more free trading content that should help you in your trading journey. We try and keep it real here, so make sure to subscribe for more content that is down to earth, realistic Forex trading content. See you in the next video.